You ever wonder how some of the smartest, most disciplined investors out there still end up underperforming the market? It's kind of weird, right? What if I told you the single biggest risk in your portfolio isn't some bad stock pick, but that feeling of being absolutely sure you're right? Let's get into why that happens.
See, here's the thing. Most investors don't lose money on crazy, wild bets. No, they lose it because they're profoundly, deeply certain that they're being perfectly rational. And that little paradox, well, it can cost you everything.
And just so we're clear, this isn't about a streak of bad luck. This is a predictable pattern. It's like a bug in our own mental software.
And the name for this bug? Overconfidence. It's that quiet, super compelling whisper in your head that says,
"This time, I see it clearly." Come on, we've all heard that voice. You've done the research, you feel totally informed, you feel certain. And that feeling? That's exactly when the trap is set.
So, here's the fundamental problem, right? Our brains are these absolute masterpieces of survival, honed over millennia to spot a predator hiding in the grass. But they were absolutely not designed to navigate the abstract, chaotic world of modern financial markets.
And to really see this in action, we don't even have to go back that far. Let's just rewind the tape to a masterclass in collective certainty we all just experienced, the year 2021.
Do you remember that feeling? Tech was going parabolic. It felt less like investing and more like gravity just stopped working. The pandemic trends were the new normal, right? And certain stocks could only go up. The conviction was just electric.
And if a tiny little flicker of doubt ever crossed your mind, you probably heard this little mantra: "I'm not wrong, I'm just early." This is basically the national anthem of uncalibrated confidence.
We were all just riding that rocket ship of certainty, heading for the moon. And then, as it always does, reality decided to show up.
And it humbled everyone. Look, this wasn't a failure of intelligence. Not at all. It was a failure of calibration. A simple case of our confidence completely detaching from the real world.
So, how does this mental trap actually work? Well, overconfidence isn't just one thing. It actually sneaks in through three powerful, really subtle illusions. Let's meet it. First up, we've got the illusion of knowledge. This is that little voice that says, because you've read every single analyst report and listened to every podcast, you can somehow see the future. But here's the twist. More information often just increases our confidence, not our accuracy. Then there's the illusion of control. This is the belief that by constantly tweaking your portfolio, buying a little here, selling a little there, you're skillfully managing risk. But what if all that frantic activity isn't reducing risk? What if it's actually just churn, creating new blind spots?
And the final one, and maybe the sneakiest of all, hindsight bias. After the market tanks, your brain cleverly rewrites history, telling you, "Oh yeah, I totally saw that coming." Spoiler alert, no you didn't. And this false memory, it makes you dangerously overconfident about your next big prediction.
Okay, so if overconfidence is the enemy, what's the weapon? It's not about destroying your confidence. No way. It's about forging it into something useful. It's about developing a professional-grade skill called calibration, the art of making your confidence actually match reality.
This chart shows the calibration gap perfectly. So imagine you make 10 predictions you feel 90% sure about. If only 5 of them pan out, well, your confidence is poorly calibrated. A pro doesn't just make good calls. They know exactly how confident they should be in each and every one.
And hey, you can train this. It's not magic. Just start a simple decision log. When you make a call, write it down. Right next to it, write your confidence level, 70%, 80%, whatever you feel. Then, and this is the most critical part, you have to check back later. The goal isn't to be right all the time. The goal is to get better at judging your own judgment.
All right, now for my favorite tool. This is a super powerful technique from the world of behavioral science. Think of it like a pre-failure checkup. It's called the pre-mortem. The process is brutally simple and so effective. Before you make that big investment, just fast forward 6 months in your mind and assume it has failed spectacularly. I mean, it's a total disaster. Now, tell the story of why it failed. This simple flip forces your brain to switch from defending the idea to actively hunting for its flaws. You'll uncover risks you were completely blind to before.
And this right here, this illustrates the whole point. Confidence without humility is just fragility, just waiting to shatter. But confidence that has been tested, measured, and calibrated against reality,
That is true, durable resilience.
Okay, let's pull all this together into a concrete action plan you can start using the moment this explainer is over.
3 simple steps. First, start that decision log. Seriously, track your confidence against what actually happens. Second, before any major move, run a quick pre-mortem. Ask yourself, what if we're totally wrong about this? And third, and this is the hardest one, stay humble, especially after a big win. A correct call doesn't mean you're a genius. It just means your process worked that one time.
Look, at the end of the day, the goal isn't really to outsmart the market. It's to outsmart the predictable biases in your own mind. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What's one time you were absolutely 100% sure about a decision and reality taught you a very, very different lesson? I know we all have a story. Drop yours in the comments below. Did this get you thinking differently about your own process? If it did, do me a favor and hit that like button, and subscribe for more explainers that help you build a smarter, more resilient portfolio. Thanks for watching.